Okay, I'll start over. Welcome to Setup Sunday. Thank you guys for hopping on and giving your Sunday time here. This is to help you guys get set up for the week. We're going to go over different things because sometimes we can get a little lost on what we're supposed to be focusing on. And so this is to kind of help you get started. So I'm going to share my screen. I also added in the document into the message that I sent out. So if you need to refer back to it, you can definitely open up those Google Docs. So let me open this up and then I got to turn my fan on. Okay, can everybody see this? Okay, perfect. Okay, here's what we do on Setup Sunday. We're going to talk about what's going on. And the first thing I really want you guys to not ever forget about is your own health. Your own health is super important for you to remember because we can totally forget about ourselves. And that's where we, end up all of a sudden not posting as much on Facebook, not working our business as much as we would normally because we're out of integrity for ourselves. So it makes it kind of hard to show up for other people because we're not showing up for ourselves. So just remember, you guys are the most important client that you have is you. So let your support team know you guys should all have a thread, a client thread or a coach thread. That is very important. Let your mentor know where you're at on your own health journey, what your goals are for the week. Just remember, if you are shooting for nothing, you'll hit it every time. So you definitely want to have a goal set. So whether that is a pant size or working on water, or right now I'm on the 75-day hard challenge. I'm on day 70. So I'm almost to the end of that. And then the next one I'll be doing phase 1, which is I get to take a 5-minute cold shower and learn how to visualize for 10 minutes and have 3 critical tasks along with everything else. So I'll probably do like that. I think you'll like a 30-day break and then, but I'll probably still stay in a lot of the structure. So what's really important for us and for our clients is that we learn how to live in structure. Would you guys agree? Yeah. Okay, perfect. The next thing we want to talk about is your business weekly goals. So hopefully you guys have your map and you guys are using your map. My map is right here. I need to go back and highlight some more things, that orders that have gone through. This will tell you generally, hopefully if you're using this, how soon till you get to the little gold star if you are shooting for ED. And as you fill those out, that's something that you definitely want to continue to check out where your volume is, okay? So you should definitely reverse engineer if you are looking to go ED, of how many clients you want to bring in, how many coaches you want to bring in, where your coaches are, kind of know all that stuff going in and do the checking in with your mentorship team or even with your coaches if you have coaches. Okay, and then are you tracking your progress, just like I showed you on the map? Also on the hub, I created this list right here that you can actually use a dry erase marker. And for the all-in, I broke it up into 3 different 30-minute categories. Because sometimes for me, if I wait till the end of the day or something, just getting in that hour and a half just seems a little overwhelming. And if I can break it down, I can hit at least 30, 60, or hopefully the whole 190. 36, the 90 minutes, not 190. So that will help you break it down so that you can kind of and actually it's probably better if you especially for your stories, if you kind of do some in the morning and then some in the afternoon and some in the evening. That way you always have stories playing and not everything ending on, 23 hours and 59 minutes and all of a sudden you've got no stories at all. So kind of, think about how you break that up. And then make sure that you are touching your business daily. Again, the maps, there's also the ones that are in the hub if you prefer doing it that way and marking off everything. Monica had shared with us a really great thing on our last call for Impact Academy, and that was actually taking your hundreds list and have your hundreds list, and next to each name, 1 is for somebody who you're just getting acquainted with. You really don't know what their needs are. 2s are for those people who have expressed interest, And then 3s are people that you need to do follow-up with, or you've done a health assessment with. So those are great things to keep those numbers right next to, if you get lost on trying to mark like, comment and what you did, all that stuff, writing a 3, 2, 1 on the side of that will also be like, I'm focusing on all my 3s right now. I'm focusing on all my 2s right now. I'm going and just touching on my 1s right now. And it'll give you something to do where you can actually focus on the people that you've already talked to. And as the other people change from a 1 to a 2 to a 3, then you just change the number on there, and then always continue to add to your list. Client support. Do you have a weekly client support day? My client support day is on Mondays. I sent out my text actually really early in the morning today. So I already have that done. On my message I send out on Sunday, it basically says, hey, hope you had a great weekend. Looking forward to talking to you for your 5 or 7 minutes tomorrow. That's my client check-in day. Here's my calendar link. Please book your 5 to 7 minute spot. And then here is a jot form to kind of tell me where you're at. Now, it has been brought up to my attention, and I want you guys to understand and make sure that you're also letting your clients know that that 5 to 7 minute shouldn't be if your clients need extra, attention, it shouldn't be the only time that you talk to them, and they should understand, like, Mondays or whatever are your client support days. So this is the time for just the 5 to 7 minute touch. But if you are struggling, we can definitely book another time to talk. It just won't be on that day. And then we can talk more about what's going on with you. And that way they feel supported, and not like all you're giving them is a 5 to 7 minute time. So I make sure that when I talk to my clients at the end, I just say, hey, if you need anything else, I'm always available. Just on Mondays, it's just the 5 to 7 minute. But if you need more from me, then just text me and we'll set up a time to talk if you're struggling or whatever. So just make sure if you're doing that, that your clients understand that that you're still available if they need you. So let's see. We also have a texting campaign that we use on Impact Academy. That's a full 30 days. We are linked hip to hip with our clients for the first 30 days. I think it's very important that when you are working with somebody, especially when they have spent a certain amount of money, like they've spent over $400, that sometimes they get that buyer's remorse as soon as they've done that. And so we have pre-texts that just say, hey, your box is ordered, da-da-da-da. Here is some things that you might find useful. Here's some tools you might want to get. And then day 2, and then we have them leading all the way up. And then we have the journey kickoff call. And then we have day 1 through 30. And then on all the way up to 12 weeks, which is weekly and bi-weekly after that. The best way to do that and get with your mentorship, if you don't know how, is to learn how to do short text or text replacement on your phone. And that will help you. So like, for instance, when I do somebody's order and that first pre-text, the short text in my phone is DAY for day 1, and then PRE, day 1 pre, day 2 pre, day 3 pre, all the way up to day 7 pre, which is the last one that I send them after we've done the journey kickoff call. So like the journey kickoff call is like day 6. Sometimes they're going to get their order sooner than that. So if you see they're getting their order sooner, because you'll get the tracking number, you might have to just kind of add a couple extra texts to make sure that they get all of that stuff. And then, I let them know on the kickoff call what to expect on their calls, or on their first week, so that they understand everything. So I lay it all out on the line and say, you may or may not feel this way. So that's kind of how I walk through their journey kickoff call. So does anybody have any questions on client support? No? Okay, perfect. The next thing we're going to talk about is your business building activities, your action steps. And those are posting on social media, utilizing stories, following up, and just realize that follow up means how can I bring value to somebody and it takes 7 to 15 touches. So if you're only talking to somebody and following up like 2 or 3 times, then you're not enough on their mind yet. If you're following up with them 7 to 15 times, when they think help, they know, to call Carol. Hey, I can call Carol's always staying in touch with me. She's always sending me recipes, checking on me, seeing how things are going, just saying hello. She's always around. I know I can trust her. She's trustworthy. And when people trust you, they'll work with you. And especially if you have the same belief system, they're going to work with you. So sometimes if you have somebody who you're just off, it's really going to be hard to work with them, and probably even hard for them to work with you if you guys, your belief systems are on different planets. Let's just put it like it is, because people are going to engage with people who they engage in the same belief systems with them. Bring value consistently. So when you're doing the follow-up, you want to find the gaps, like, oh, they're a super busy mom. I have some amazing crock pot recipes that, will totally help them out. They're struggling at work. They're trying to figure out, they like to snack all day. Oh, I can send them the 100-calorie snack list right now while they're not on program. Show them some healthy options that they can fill in. So that'll bring them, more value. And then make sure that your business building activities are in your calendar, and choose which system that you're going to use on the hub, whether it's the beginner, the intermediate, or the advanced. So go ahead and do your best to stick to those every day, but just make sure you have minimums that you're hitting every single day. Again, you want to be touching your business every day. The next thing I want to talk about is the power hour. This is posted also at the top of 0 to 5, and the power hour is 7 days a week. Saturday is the only day that it's a different time. It is the same Zoom right here. These are amazing. These are done by Patty Glick and Dodie Jordal's team. And you can, if you're senior coach, you can, trust your coaches over there to them. If they're not senior coach, they might get a little overwhelmed. So just kind of play that one by ear. You might want to be on there with them if they are just kind of learning the whole system. But they do different things every single day. But they always show them how to do the A through Z commenting, which is the profile picture and the cover picture, and showing them how to lightly touch on all of their friends. So that will help them to kind of get the algorithms moving. And because when you comment on somebody's picture, what's the first thing if someone comments on your picture, what's the first thing you do? You go over their page and like, who's this chick looking at my page right now, right? So they do the same thing to you. So the more that they come over and they start seeing and scrolling, then that tells Facebook that you guys are buddies, you're friends, and your stuff is going to drop more into their feed, so they'll see more of it. Okay, so that's what the whole thing is for the ABC commenting, and then they have lots of other things that they do on that. Then there's the team trainings and the community calls. The community calls, of course, they're followed by the field-led call, and then either the Fraser or the Impact Academy, whichever one you're following, comes after that. I always send this text to my, do I have it on here? Well, there's a text that I send every time to my clients, like half an hour or an hour before on Monday, to remind them. Again, it's just keep touching, keep touching, keep touching, keep touching. I know we want them to have it in their calendar. That's great. But when you are constantly in contact with your clients with simple texts like this, then they really feel more connected to you, and and they're going to be less likely to ghost you. And I always put this on here. Say hi to me. Where is that? Up here. I put it on here, say hi to me when you're in there. Can't wait to see you in there. Say hi to me when you're in there, please. And I've had clients, hey, did you see me? I said hi to you. And I'm like, oh, I got to scroll back through and find them. Like, oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Yeah, hi. Right, same thing, because they're on there. And then I always send them the Zoom link rather than the Facebook link, because I let them know, hey, if you're ever curious and you want to really feel the heartbeat of the company, then go ahead and just stay on, and the field leadership's after there. And that way you'll kind of see what we're all about. Because I know, for me, the only reason I'm still at my goal weight after 7.5 years is because I'm coaching. It's kind of like Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, there's a reason why these people are there to support other people. It keeps them focused on their own goals because they're helping somebody else and they're always learning. And the community helps you to kind of learn different things from everybody else. So that's the team training. So again, we send those all the time. And then also we have the newsletter that comes out on Mondays. Please make sure that you guys are sending those. If you do not know how to send a newsletter, please get with your mentorship team so that you can figure out how to do it. It's not really hard. I think the hardest part of it is taking your contacts over. And that's about that. But there are plenty of videos out there that will show you how to do that. And then, you know, whatever your goals are, make sure that you are utilizing your mentorship thread. Let us know how we can help you. Utilize it for business, you know, not a whole bunch of other things, just keep all of your business in there. If you're a brand new coach or something and you're watching this, and this is also something I do with my clients, we always have like a three-way chat with, I'll have like Dawn and me, and then my new client will all be in that thread together. And I let my clients know that, hey, if you need to like, a question needs to be answered, make sure you use that little @ sign where it'll bring up our names and like highlight it for us to let us know that you have a question, because otherwise we might not see the notification. And that's the same thing also with your mentorship thread. If you have a question, don't just put, hey, how do I do this? And then like, wow, they never even answered me back. Well, we may not have seen that alert because we weren't tagged. So, you know, and our new coaches don't know that. Our clients don't know that. So, you know, all the things that we are doing, you got to realize that there's a learning curve for everybody. And this might be, you know, God on you teaching you patience. Because sometimes you got to say things over and over and over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden it connects, and that's okay. Because I can tell you this, in any other business or in any other program, our clients and our coaches, we give a different kind of support. We give a kind of support that nobody else has out there, because we really do truly care about helping somebody else be successful. And there's a lot of other ones are like, I dropped in the video, they didn't do anything, so I guess they don't want to do anything. Well, maybe they forgot where their thread was. Another tip, I know we have a little bit of time, and then I'll open up for question. Another tip that I do, that I teach on my team, is when you do those client chats, the messenger groups, I use a party horn in the front of the message group. And so it'll say like party horn, Dawn Donnelly's client support group. And if it's a coach, I use an announcement horn, and I'll say like Dawn Donnelly's business support group. What that does is, because mine, I don't even know if I've changed it, but when I have to go find my mentorship thread, it's frustrating because I can't find it. So labeling them with those little, and then like Dawn uses, what do you use, Dawn? I use the party horn. You use something else. What is it? Use the
fireball.
Yeah, she uses the fireball. So just like different, whatever you want to use, so that, you know, like when you put in the party horn, it's not like me trying to filter through my chats and Dawn's chats. It's Dawn's in my chats and I'm in her. If I want to find hers, it's a fireball, and then I can find all of her chats. So it makes it a lot easier. And then also letting your clients know, same thing, you know. But I mean, if you're sending them a text that, you know, for the first 30 days, you're probably always at the top of their message threads anyways. But they really do appreciate it, the connection and stuff. So again, just, you know, love on your clients, because they're going to talk about you one way or the other. They're going to talk about what a great coach you were or they're going to talk about what a lousy coach you are, because you talked to them the first 4 days and then they never heard from you again. They're like, I don't know what happened to them. So this helps you stay connected, and those 30 days also help you get to know your clients a lot better, because you have to understand where they're at by sending them all the messages. And so you'll pick up things. So when you talk to them, you'll know what's going on in their life. So anybody have any questions, or anybody want to add anything?
Can you unshare your screen for a minute?
Oh, absolutely. I sure can. Yes.
So I just wanted to kind of point out, I do have a new client. She's in her second week and she hasn't said anything in her client chat, nor has she acknowledged that she's reading them. I don't know if she is or isn't. You can see the little dot, if it's in a Facebook group. I reminded her the one day of her whys, like just kind of saying, hey, are you there? Like, let me remind you of your whys. And I did. Still haven't heard from her. She hasn't answered any phone call. You don't know. Like, I do not want to assume she's not on program. So I'm still going to send her those text messages every single day. And yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with her. She's not the only one that has done this. So don't worry about it. Just keep sending them. Just keep sending them unless they tell you to stop. Right?
Yeah. I've had those. Stop.
Oh, I've had those too.
Yeah.
Which is good because then you know where you're at.
Exactly. It's like, I'm not going to assume that, because, and some of them will be like, oh, I read it every morning, but you don't know that they read it. They just, whatever, for some reason it's not showing up or they're not answering. And your job is not to really to figure that out, but just kind of love them where they're at. But I can tell you this, even if they never answer, if somebody asks them what kind of coach Dawn is, they're like, oh my God, she's so attentive. She sends me stuff all the time. She's super connected. And that's where you're, the best thing to do is not really to have to look for clients, to just have taken such good care of your clients that they become incredible referral resources. And then hopefully, instead of that, hopefully they'll want to coach instead of, refer, but you're going to have those people that are just like, I don't want to. But with the way things are going nowadays, with the price of groceries out the roof, the price of gas out the roof, more, I mean, if you think about it, if gas gets up to $10 a gallon, these people that have to drive a distance to work, they're going to be like, am I making any money? Or is it all going to gas? So make sure you keep those options open for them to explore, and then definitely invite them to as many events as you can. Create events to invite them to, healthy happy hours. Look for your niche in your neighborhood. I am looking into sustainable gardening. So that's going to be like my niche for my own area, because hey, if I can help them get healthy and have their grocery bill not go up on this, and then show them how like their grocery bill is not going to go up on the veggies because they're producing their own, then we're really teaching somebody how to be able to control the cost of food, because it's super crazy right now. So anybody else want to add anything? Yes, Carol.
I don't have any questions. I was just going to say thank you. I appreciated the tips. There's a few things that I took away with me, and I appreciate the handout with all the information that I can share with my team when I go back. So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. We like do our best. What about you, Monica, in your Simpson shirt?
Isn't it cute? I love it. So cute. Thanks for acknowledging it, because I was super proud of it. I did hear something on Clubhouse this week in regards to stories, and it was about how the algorithms of the stories, if there is an algorithm, love when somebody goes back and forth in your stories and when they spend time on your stories. And so that will encourage the story center to send it out more. And so I just wanted to share that, because one thing that they suggested was maybe doing like a first slide, say 5 top tips. So then this person knows there's 5 coming. And then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will keep them on the story. They might even go back. I would also put on the slide, save this, So then they're actually saving your stories. And I just did one, you guys, and in 45 minutes, 350 people liked it. And so that means that all of those people are on my page right now. So it's just great traffic. So I just wanted to say that about.
Awesome.
You know, I have one more question. Speaking of that topic, which this isn't really that topic, but it's just about people coming to your page. I've noticed, and I know I asked Carrie the one day that she has down that she's a digital something creator. And
Yeah.
Courtney Elstrom, I noticed, is an entrepreneur. These ladies have a massive amount of followers. I'm talking thousands and thousands. I have tried my hardest to figure out how to do that. If anyone knows how to do that, maybe we can talk about it after this, but it's something I definitely want to change on my Facebook. Because I started sharing reels of my grandchildren, and people started following my reels, but I don't know if they follow my page or just my reels. So just another, way of bringing traffic to your page. If anyone knows how to do that.
I took my digital creator off because I couldn't ABC A through Z comment, because it doesn't, when you're a digital creator, it doesn't A to Z. And so,
I don't know what that means.
I think I made $12 or something off a reel or something, and they don't pay you till you make 100. So I was like, I took it off, but I can turn it on anytime. So I'll look for it and I'll show you how I do it, and then maybe you can do it. But the only thing that's complicated about a digital creator is that they have to, on the right hand side, they have to click in order to find your ad as a friend.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's not like readily available, and so all they can do is follow you unless they know how to click on that thing and they realize it's over there. So
I'd rather do the one that Courtney did, which is an entrepreneur. I mean, she has lots.
But she does a lot of reels on Instagram, tons. Like she does like 3 or seems like, what does she do, Monica? You think she does like 4 a week or something?
I mean, the recommendation is 1 every day. And then when you do switch it, it's in the settings on. So it's in the settings that you can change like what your page is listed as. But there's benefits to doing that, because then they're also getting paid for their reels. So that's
crazy.
just an extra, that's the reason why you want the followers and things like that and those views, because then it's just another stream of income. So in my mind, since we're already doing this, why not monetize it?
Right. I mean, I know the one video I shared had, I mean, to me, it was a lot. It was like over 5,000 views on it.
Yeah.
And it was just Kendall saying, she was shaking an Easter egg saying, is there a chicken in there? I mean, it was super cute, but.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so it is in the settings.
All right. I definitely want to do that. All right. Thanks, guys.
No problem. Anybody else?
And you know what? Just really quick, if you want to find out, Dawn, like right now, just go to YouTube and say how to change settings to be entrepreneur Instagram, and there's like a 3-minute video, and boom, 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 you'll be done.
So what I was seeing, it was saying you had to change your page to your
business,
and I didn't want to do that.
Oh, it's not like a business page. It's just a business.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
All
right. Thanks for the tippos.
You're welcome. All right, you guys. Well, I'll put up the recording as soon as it's done. And this is also an Impact Academy. So thanks again for hopping on, and we will see you guys later. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.